Israel has launched airstrikes against Gaza, killing at least 9 Palestinians. The attacks are in response to Hamas rockets fired on Israel. Hamas confirmed that 7 of the dead were its gunmen and 4 others were wounded in the deadliest attack on the group in 2 years. Israel says that it was subject to dozens of rocket attacks on Sunday alone. Well, the recent tensions between Israelis and Palestinians began on June 12th when 3 young Israelis were kidnapped as they were hitchhiking in the occupied West Bank. Israeli security forces launched a massive search operation. Hundreds of Palestinians were arrested and at least 6 were killed. Now, on June 30th, the bodies of Naftali Frankel, Gilad Shair and Ayel Yifra were discovered near Hebron, not far from where they went missing. Protests erupted across Israel, with many calling for revenge. On the 2nd of July, Palestinian teenager Mohammed Abu Khadr was kidnapped and found murdered. And on Saturday, an autopsy report revealed that he had been burned alive. Well, thousands of Hamas supporters marched on Sunday demanding revenge for that murder. Palestinians accuse Israeli extremists of killing the youth in revenge for the kidnapping and killing of those 3 Israeli teenagers in the West Bank. So police have arrested 6 Israelis in connection with the killing of that Palestinian teenager. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says that everything's being done to find those responsible. STEFANIE DEKKER reports now from Jerusalem.
A glimpse of who could have been behind the murder of 16-year-old Mohammed Abu Khadr. This is CCTV footage of the night he was taken, and these men are suspected of being involved. Now a breakthrough announcement from the Israeli authorities. Several Jewish suspects have been arrested, and the police say there is a strong indication that their motive was in revenge for the killing of 3 teenage Israeli settlers in the occupied West Bank. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu made a statement from the home of one of the murdered Israelis, where he condemned both killings and had a message for Mohammed's relatives.
I
would like to send my condolences to the family of the young man. I also promise we will deal firmly with this horrifying crime. These murders do not have a place in Israeli society.
The teenager was taken in the early hours of Wednesday morning. Hours later, his body was found burned. According to a Palestinian doctor present at the autopsy, the boy was alive when he was set on fire.
I've asked for an international investigative committee to be formed in connection to the terrorist crimes that have been committed towards the Palestinian people and the aggression, especially the burning of the child, Mohammed Abu Khadr, who was burned alive.
There's a lot of anger among Palestinians. They have always believed this was a revenge attack. The murders of the 3 Israelis and 1 Palestinian have increased years of tensions between the 2 sides, and people will tell you that it is the worst it has been in years. There have been protests not only here in East Jerusalem, but also in Palestinian cities in northern Israel and in the occupied West Bank. These are extremely sensitive times here, and emotions are running high. There are increasing reports by Palestinians that they are being harassed.
Metamorphosis of a conflict between 2 peoples into a visceral conflict between individuals who despise each other and are willing to engage in violence it's devastating to Israelis and Palestinians of goodwill. And we're still the majority, but the voices of the others are on the ascendancy.
That is the real fear here. Many say these are unprecedented and dangerously uncertain times. And regardless that arrests have been made in both the murder cases of the 3 Israelis and the Palestinian, the damage has already been done. STEFANIE DEKKER, Al Jazeera, Jerusalem.